Almost forgot today. Leaving the gym. Good arm pump. Going to work. Same old, same old. I'm still fucking pretending in these videos, man. And I don't know how to stop it. Whenever I watch back these videos, I'm like, okay. Like I'm just talking to myself, really. I need to just be talking to myself, but I'm still imagining there's an audience out there that gives a fuck. And you know, I guess just if I'm just in the spirit of being open, candor is the word I think I'm looking for. You know, maybe that there's an audience in the future, and that's what I'm like subconsciously thinking about. Like, this is going on the internet, and it's gonna be on the internet forever. People can watch it, so it's like, I don't know. It makes me. I just have a natural inclination to want to perform and want to show my best self, and I fucking hate that about myself. So I don't know. I don't know what to talk about today. Maybe that. This morning, I was thinking about something else I want to talk about. This morning, I came to a conclusion that like kind of was a little profound for me. As I was waking up, you know, like when you're kind of sleepy still, you just woke up, or like maybe you're rolling around in your sleep and you're like half awake, and the thoughts are not like, they don't even fully feel like yours. They're kind of, you're kind of a different person in those realms. Anyway. A little more context. I guess I noticed that like my default ending to a train of thoughts, like if they're like meta thoughts about like how I'm thinking or how I feel, like positive, negative type shit, my default ending to that train of thoughts is always like basically you know, whatever good stuff you just said is true in theory, maybe, but here's the reality. You know, and you're living in this, and it's the negative, and it's like the thing I've always known, right? It's like, this is you. And this morning, I don't even remember what the thought was, but I had a train of thoughts like that, like bing, 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 bing. But the final thought didn't settle on the negative. It didn't feel like I was lying to myself. I landed on a good thought, a really positive thought. And I like consciously noticed that I landed on it, and not just like pretending that I landed on it, like subconsciously, and knowing subconsciously that, you know, it might be bullshit. Like, I landed on it, and that was it. That was the end of the thought process, and I had no more, you know, there was no extra step. So I guess I noticed that drew attention to the fact that every time I have these thoughts, like I'm kind of lying to myself, or like I'm pretending, I'm trying to fool myself, and my subconscious doesn't accept it. Like, it's like, I know that that's a little fake. I know that that's not really truly how you feel. And watching back my videos through this channel, it's like, that's more and more obvious to me. Like, the further back I go, I'm like, okay, you're not even not only are you trying to convince other people, but you're trying to convince yourself of these things that you're saying. Like, and part of me believes them, but like the true me doesn't fully get it yet. And this morning I had maybe the first time like ever since these negative thoughts started taking over my life. You know, like I'm sure I had these, I'm sure this was the default when I was a kid, but for the first time ever, my thought process, you know, it went through some negative stuff, but it ended on, no, that's bullshit. This is the real thing. And it was a positive thing, a really positive thing. I don't fully remember it, but it's something to do with what I'm doing right now in my work and what I'm trying to do. So I don't know, it was a really good feeling. And like, I lost it pretty quickly. Like, it's not like I went back to negative thoughts or anything, but like, I just kind of forgot about it. Cause like I said, I was in the sleepy mind state, and you don't really hold on to those thoughts really well, but I was thinking about it when I was leaving the gym for some reason. It just hit me, and I was like, oh yeah, I had that moment this morning. That was really nice. And my thought process was, maybe that's the first step into actually feeling that way all the time, like believing that and fully feeling that all the time. Maybe that was the first step. And when I think about it that way, it makes sense. It's like, yeah, that would have to be the first step. You would have to start doing it slowly. Anyway, it's just a big perspective point for me that, yeah, that like I'm constantly landing at the end of my thoughts, like no matter how much positive I throw in there, and that I might believe or I might like understand logically, the end thought is what matters, because the end thought is the punctuation saying like, okay, but this, like, yeah, all that, but this, you know, this is what you're really thinking. And I guess I never really connected fully that, you know, I'm doing that. Like, I know that I have negative thoughts, and I know they control the way I feel, and I can feel that feeling of tension of like, do I really believe these positive things, et cetera, et cetera. And but I guess I never connected that. Like, it just gave me a very specific example, and I don't know, it feels good. I'm gonna try to do that more. I don't know if you can try to do it, but I'm just gonna look out for it more, and me talking about it now will hopefully like reinforce that thought and put it more permanently in my conscious. But I am pulling up to work. It's a good day, bro. It's gonna be a good day. I've had a really shitty route the past like week. For some reason I got switched off of the route that I had been doing, and they put me on this new route that is just as many stops, but like way more drive time, and like country stops, and like the senior living place where it's one stop, but you got like 10 fucking locations on the stop. So anyway, yeah, it's gonna be a good day regardless, even if I get that route, and even if it's even worse today, I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna have a great day. So hope you guys do too.